The neon lights buzzed and whirred, casting a sickly sweet glow across the carnival grounds. The air was thick with the smell of popcorn, fried dough, and something else. Something deeper. Something that clung to the back of my throat like a cobweb. But I was a kid, and the smell of cotton candy pulled me forward, past the games and the rides, towards the old man spinning sugar into clouds. He winked at me, his smile too wide, too sharp, as he twirled a wooden stick. The sugary strand spun into a web, growing bigger, and somehow darker with each rotation. I watched, mesmerized, as the fluffy pink mass turned into a sickening shade of crimson, then deep purple, and finally a pitch black that seemed to swallow the light around it. The old man handed it to me, his gnarled fingers brushing against mine, sending a chill down my spine. "Enjoy, little man," he cackled, his voice a rasping whisper that seemed to echo through the night. I took a bite, the cotton candy dissolving on my tongue, a sweet taste that quickly turned bitter, even metallic. It felt like eating shadows, like swallowing the night itself. My stomach churned, a cold dread seeping into my bones. I looked back at the old man, but he was gone, vanished into the crowd like a ghost. Now I was alone, the black cotton candy growing heavier in my hand, its darkness spreading, staining my fingers. I ran, the screams of the carnival fading behind me, the laughter of the children turning into mocking whispers. The cotton candy followed, a dark cloud clinging to me, whispering promises of nightmares and endless darkness. I never went back to the carnival, the taste of the black cotton candy forever etched on my tongue, a reminder of the night the shadows came to life and tried to claim me as their own. The cotton candy still beckoned, a beacon of sugary delight in the heart of the bustling carnival. The scent of spun sugar filled the air, a sweet symphony that lured me closer, closer, until I stood before the vendor, his eyes gleaming with a strange, hungry light. He presented me with a cone, its fluffy contents a vibrant shade of bubblegum pink. It was a cloud of sweetness, so light it seemed to float in the air. I thanked him, my small hand eagerly reaching out to take the treat. His fingers brushed mine, cold and clammy, sending a shiver down my spine. I took a tentative bite, the cotton candy melting on my tongue, releasing a burst of saccharine flavor that was both familiar and utterly foreign. It was sweeter than any candy I'd ever tasted, a concentrated, almost overwhelming sweetness that made my teeth ache. Then there was a change. The sweetness soured, morphing into a bitter, chemical taste that clung to the back of my throat. A strange numbness spread through my mouth, followed by a tingling sensation that crept up my arms and legs. I felt lightheaded, dizzy, as if the world around me was warping, twisting into a grotesque carnival funhouse. The laughter of the children grew distant, replaced by a chorus of whispers, slithering into my ears like venomous snakes. The lights blurred, the colors merging into a swirling vortex of darkness. I stumbled, the cotton candy cone slipping from my grasp, its sticky remnants leaving a trail of sickly sweet poison in its wake. I ran, my heart pounding in my chest, a scream caught in my throat. The carnival, once a haven of fun and games, now a labyrinth of shadows and distorted figures. They chased after me, reaching out with grasping, skeletal hands. I escaped, barely, collapsing on the sidewalk outside the carnival gates, the taste of the tainted cotton candy still lingering on my tongue. Now it will always serve as a bitter reminder of the evil that lurks beneath the surface of sweetness. The carnival was a swirling kaleidoscope of color and sound, a symphony of screams and laughter that echoed through the crisp autumn air. I wandered through the throngs of people, drawn towards the intoxicating scent of spun sugar. A brightly colored stall caught my eye, a mountain of fluffy cotton candy piled high, shimmering under the twinkling lights. The vendor, a stout woman with a toothy grin, handed me a cone, its contents a swirling vortex of pink and blue. Nestled within the sugary cloud was a small plastic Rubik's Cube, its vibrant colors echoing the carnival lights. A prize, she winked, for solving the puzzle. I took a bite, the sugary strands dissolving on my tongue, a rush of sweetness that was almost overwhelming. But beneath the sugar, there was a strange, metallic tang, a taste that lingered long after the sweetness faded. I glanced back at the vendor, but her smile had disappeared, replaced by a cold, vacant stare. I turned my attention to the Rubik's Cube, its colors seeming to shift and distort as I examined it. I twisted and turned, the pieces clicking into place, but the colors never aligned, the patterns never forming. The cube seemed to resist my efforts, its smooth surface growing warm under my touch. As I struggled with the puzzle, a strange sensation crept over me, a tingling numbness that started in my fingertips and spread through my body. The carnival sounds faded, replaced by a low, rhythmic hum that pulsed through my bones. The colors around me intensified, each hue throbbing with an unnatural vibrancy. I dropped the cube, the plastic hitting the ground with a dull thud. The hum intensified, growing louder, more insistent. The cotton candy, once a fluffy cloud, now seemed to pulsate, its colors shifting and swirling in a dizzying dance. I stumbled away, the carnival lights blurring into a kaleidoscope of madness. The hum followed me, a constant reminder of the strange, unsettling power contained within the seemingly innocent cotton candy. I never solved the Rubik's Cube, its mysteries remaining locked within its twisting depths. But the memory of that night, the taste of the tainted cotton candy, the hypnotic hum of the carnival, it all remained with me. And it was a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of sweetness and light.